Good morning. Welcome to my daily video. Today I am sitting in the parking lot. Well, actually I'm sitting in the cemetery right now, getting ready to head into church, and I thought I would do my video from excuse me, let me take a drink of water. From the cemetery. So you can tell I'm in the cemetery. This is the it's beautiful out today. But this is close to where I serve. So I thought I would just do my video right from here, from location. So I'm on location today, folks. So let's hear a little bit of reflection to get our day started. It's all about opening, really. When I open myself to the world and its possibilities, even if it hurts, I become whole. But when I choose to close, my life becomes fraught with struggle. Everything I do becomes about shielding myself rather than inviting good energy to fill me. Everything is energy, so I try to let the negative pass through me rather than holding on to it. You always repeat things 3 times, just the important things. Why? I hear you the first time. No, you listen the first time, you hear the second time, and you feel the third time. I don't get it. When you listen, you become aware. That's for your head. When you hear, you awaken. That's for your heart. When you feel, it becomes part of you. That's for your spirit 3 times. It's so you learn to listen with your whole being. That's how I learn. So let's start with a moment of prayer. Our Father and Mother, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. So let's take a deep breath. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I know yesterday I started doing something just to make a little extra money. I started going out and I signed up to be an Instacart shopper. And so I'm out shopping for people. And it's different and frustrating at times because you get to know what some products are, things I've never heard of when you shop for people, and then you deliver them. So that was something I started doing yesterday. My wife's been doing it for about a week, 2 weeks now. So she's a little bit better than me at it. But anyway, that's kind of what I did yesterday, and I kind of hung out at the house. So I hope, in case anyone wants to know what my weekend was like, that's my weekend. Not everyone may care, but anyway, this morning I'm heading into work. I'm just inches from the church. I just thought I would do my video now. But I do hope everyone is staying safe out there. My heart continues to break at what's happening in our country. All the civil unrest and racial tensions that continue to exist. And I'm grateful for those who are out there protesting and taking a stand for love. It's heartbreaking to hear what happened in Atlanta. And I just think about the fact that I was just, I'm glad that I'm not on the pilgrimage to Atlanta this year. It would be very kind of a dangerous time. And I feel for all of you who are in Atlanta. I heard about the Wendy's burning last night. And so it's just a crazy time, isn't it? I mean, here we are going through a pandemic and numbers continue to rise. And not only that, we're still dealing with possibly a civil war is close by. I mean, it's just, times are crazy. And it is sad to me that we continue to fight the same fight we've been fighting for hundreds of years. It's fascinating. It's not fascinating. That's not the right word, but it blows my mind that we still live in a country where people are being killed, being judged, being whatever, being seen as less than just because of the color of their skin. So it is sad. It is very sad. And I'm here to say that, Black lives matter, brown lives matter. And I don't want to say that, because it's true, not all lives do not matter if there are still those people that their lives don't matter. Just a quick, my wife and I have been watching the FX show on Netflix. They just released season 2 of Pose. And there's something incredibly powerful about that show, about the importance of being seen for who you are. And I hope all of you are seen for who you are. It took me 20 plus years to get to that point for myself. So I hope you guys are doing okay. So I wanted to finish up this chapter of Hunger Games. and then we'll be done for the day. And then tonight we'll have our bedtime story. So Katniss is waiting for water, right? I say in a voice as loud as I dare, water. I wait, hopefully for a parachute to descend from the sky, but nothing is forthcoming. Something is wrong. Am I deluded about having sponsors? Or has Peeta's behavior made them all hang back? No, I don't believe it. There's someone out there who wants to buy me water. Only Haymitch is refusing to let it go through. As my mentor, he gets to control the flow of gifts from the sponsors. I know he hates me. He's made that clear enough, but enough to let me die from this? He can't do that, can he? If a mentor mistreats his tributes, he'll be held accountable by the viewers, by the people back in District 12. Even Haymitch wouldn't risk that, would he? Say what you will about my fellow traitors in the Hob, but I don't think they'd welcome him back if he let me die this way. And then where would he get his liquor? So what? Is he trying to make me suffer for defying him? Is he directing all the sponsors toward Peeta? Is he just too drunk to even notice what's going on at the moment? Somehow I don't believe that, and I don't believe he's trying to kill me off by neglect either. He has, in fact, his own unpleasant way, genuinely been trying to prepare me for this. Then what is going on? I bury my face in my hands. There's no danger of tears now. I couldn't produce one to save my life. What is Haymitch doing? Despite my anger, hatred, and suspicions, a small voice in the back of my head whispers an answer. Maybe he's sending you a message, he says. A message? Saying what? Then I know. There's only one good reason Haymitch could be withholding water from me, because he knows I've almost found it. I grit my teeth and pull myself to my feet. My backpack seems to have tripled in weight. I find a broken branch that will do for a walking stick, and I start off. The sun's beating down, even more searing than the first 2 days. I feel like an old piece of leather, drying and cracking in the heat. Every step is an effort, but I refuse to stop. I refuse to sit down. If I sit, there's a good chance I won't be able to get up again, that I won't even remember my task. What easy prey I am. Any tribute, even Tiny Roo, could take me right now, merely shove me over and kill me with my own knife. And I had little strength to resist. But if anyone is in my part of the woods, they ignore me. The truth is, I feel a million miles from another living soul. Not alone, though. No, they've surely got a camera tracking me now. I think back to the years of watching tributes starve, freeze, bleed, and dehydrate to death. Unless there's a really good fight going on somewhere, I'm being featured. My thoughts turn to Prim. It's likely she won't be watching me live, but they'll show updates at the school during lunch. For her sake, I try to look as least desperate as I can. But by afternoon, I know the end is coming. My legs are shaking. My heart is too quick. I keep forgetting exactly what I'm doing. I've stumbled repeatedly and managed to regain my feet. But when the stick slides out from under me, I finally tumble to the ground, unable to get up. I let my eyes close. I have misjudged Haymitch. He has no intention of helping me at all. This is all right, I think. This is not so bad here. The air is less hot, signifying evening's approach. There's a slight sweet scent that reminds me of lilies. My fingers stroke the smooth ground, sliding easily across the top. This is an okay place to die, I think. My fingertips make small swirling patterns on the cool, slippery earth. I love mud, I think. How many times I've tracked game with the help of this soft, readable surface. Good for bee stings, too. Mud, mud, mud! My eyes fly open and I dig my fingers into the earth. It is mud. My nose lifts in the air and those are lilies, pond lilies. I crawl now through the mud, dragging myself toward the scent. 5 yards from where I fell, I crawl through a tangle of plants into a pond. Floating on the top, yellow flowers in bloom are my beautiful lilies. It's all I can do not to plunge my face into the water and gulp down as much as I can hold, but I have just enough sense left to abstain. With trembling hands, I get out my flask and fill it with water. I add what I remember to be the right number of drops of iodine for purifying it. The last half an hour of waiting is agony, but I do it. At least I think it's a half hour, but it's certainly as long as I can stand. Slowly, easy now, I tell myself. I take one swallow and make myself wait. Then another. Over the next couple hours, I drink the entire half-gallon. Then a second. I prepare another before I retire to a tree where I continue sipping, eating rabbit, and even indulge in one of my precious crackers. By the time the anthem plays, I feel remarkably better. There are no faces tonight, no tributes died today. Tomorrow I'll stay here, resting, camouflaging my backpack with mud, catching some of those little fish I saw as I sipped, digging up the roots of the pond lilies to make a nice meal. I struggle down in my sleeping bag, hanging on to my water bottle for dear life, which of course it is. A few hours later, the stampede of feet shakes me from slumber. I look around in bewilderment. It's not yet dawn, but my stinging eyes can see it. it would be hard to miss a wall of fire descending on me. Oh no. All right. So that's, I don't know why I just did that voice. Anyway, I hope all of you have a wonderful Sunday. And if anyone's interested, I'll be doing my bedtime story tonight at around 8 o'clock. So my friends, may God's love shine upon you. May God's love be with you. God bless you.